We hit the ground running this morning. I got here and I just went ahead and jumped in the skid steer and started rolling logs up. And Dad, he went ahead and bucked what was left of the main pile here, of the main row, bunch of logs. We've still got a few behind us here. He's getting ready to, he's got one right there. We had to move the truck. You can see it, we're gonna cut that one. We got 3 or 4 in this little patch here yet. Then we got a couple up there, one to pull down over here, a big one. And Dad said 3 across the creek. Why are we not in focus? There we go. And 3 across the creek. So not too much to go. Then of course we got to buck these. These are some big logs here. I wanted to get these rode up and let the air get to them. See really how sappy they are once you cut them fresh. No worm though. There's no worm or peck in any of these logs, which is a good thing. But as I've said all week, they are full of sap. And for you guys that like to nitpick and judge every log we cut, I'll beat you to it. They're full of sap. So, but all in all, they are a spectacular, clean set of logs. Clean, just not a lot of knots, just clean. They got some size. Look, sap. They got sap. All you people, sap. These are sappy logs, but they're walnut nonetheless. And I'll take them over good oak any day. Another thing, people often comment on how fortunate I am to get to work with my dad, and man, honestly guys, you don't have to remind me. And every day that me and Dad get to work together, like I said, we've been working together for 18 years now, and we get along. I mean, you couldn't, our relationship in the woods, you couldn't ask for a better one. I mean, it's just, man, we work good together. We do. Like, we're in sync and we're in tune with everything we do. We know we just, when you work with somebody long enough, you just kind of get to know what their thoughts and how they operate are. And that's how me and Dad are. We just work really good together. I mean, he's been an excellent teacher, and I still learn from him every day. It's been great getting to work with my dad every day. And hopefully, I know he's 74, but hopefully we got a lot of years left. I got to jump on this thing and move it real quick. Done deal. Rode up, piled up. Actually, I'll come back Sunday and pile this walnut up. We're taking the skidder out as we go. I'm going to come back this evening, and I'll load it up and haul it to Brandon's shop. We sprung a pretty good leak, but I'll just try later on. But for now, we're getting out of here. I just dropped Dad off a little bit ago, fueled back up in the truck. Now I'm headed all the way back to the job site. Yeah. Another 15 or 16 hour day. That'll make about 4 of those this week. That's the entrepreneur life. That's the lifestyle right there when you're self-employed and a business owner. And if one business wasn't enough, I've got 3 right now that I'm trying to operate and run full time. And you know, me and Dad handle the logging end of things. And I'd say probably 90% of the timber we cut I buy, because I mean, Dad still buys timber. He does, if it's close to home, stuff he knows about, or something somebody comes and talks to him about, he'll go look at it and buy it. But for the most of the part, I'm the one answering emails, calls, Facebook and Instagram messages, direct messages, referrals. So I'm on the road, and I handle all of our equipment hauling. Like, I haul all of our iron, and that's part we're doing tonight. We're gonna go back because we're behind. I mean, we usually stay behind, which is good and bad at the same time. The good part is you always know you got work. The bad thing is you're behind and people are counting on you. So I try to make the most out of all my days and get done what I can. So yeah, it's Friday night, and I usually play pitch on Friday nights, but for like the last 3 Fridays, it just hasn't happened, and tonight's gonna be no different. So we're gonna go tonight. I'm gonna go back in the bottom, and I'm gonna pile all those logs up, windrow them. That way the truck can sit there in one place and load. Does it have to be done? No, it doesn't have to be done. Do like laying our logs out like we do in rows, does that have to be done? Absolutely not. It doesn't have to be done. But do the log buyers appreciate it? Absolutely. Do the truck drivers appreciate it when everything's in one nice pile? Absolutely. And you know, when those guys are happy, I think it trickles on down the line. I really do. So I try to take care of those guys too. So we'll go back tonight. It's going to be late for this video. This video gets posted. So when you see this video for the first time, if you watch it right when it drops, it's going to be later tonight. So we're going to go back. We're going to pile those logs up. I'm going to move the skid steer and the bucket and the grapple up to the entrance where we unloaded. I'm going to load the skidder up, and we're going to come home, and we're going to take the skidder straight to Brandon's shop. Now, as I said, we got an oil leak, an engine oil leak. Luckily, it's just a filter that's leaking, which is still bad. I've never seen an oil filter leak like that. Like in the bottom, a hole in it. And there's nothing rubbing it's the thing. That's what amazes me. So we'll go back, we'll load everything up, then that'll be our Sunday video, me and Brandon working on that skidder, I'm sure, in the shop. Because it's got a couple hydraulic leaks I want to get them addressed. So when we send it back out on a job, she's ready to rock and roll, because I'd like to send it back out Monday. Monday is when I'd like to send it out. So here we go, on the road back to Marshfield. It's getting pretty greasy. Getting pretty greasy. We're going to get this set of logs stacked up real quick before the sun, well, we're going to try to before the sun goes down. It's getting ready to drop down over that hill on the other side of it now, so good chance we'll be kicking on the work lights down here. We'll get these little gems piled up. Seen the logs. I lied to you. Look there. Worm. Hutton's got worm in it, or peck. That's probably a mate to it. For the most part, none of them had it. But a few of them did. The water's starting to drain out of them. Good set of logs. Well, let's jump on the old cat here. Get to piling. I never, ever leave without locking the doors on the cat, and I never leave the keys in my equipment. Ever. Ever. Well, that's got them all piled up. It's getting pretty dark. Of course, it looks a lot lighter than what it is for some reason on the camera. I can't ever explain that. Well, I don't know nothing about cameras, but pretty good pile of logs. Got them stacked up neat where they can set in one place and load up. Swing around here, take a look at these. Water's just running out of them walnut right now. Good looking set of logs. Good looking set of logs. We'll go over here to the back side. We'll just look at all their angles. Now, one thing about these rubber track skid steers is when it comes to traction and slick ground, they have no traction. But one thing about it is they will keep you afloat with these wide pads. And the ground's froze, and it was thawing on top today because of the warm weather. So it got a little greasy, but we didn't cut any ruts or anything. Just kind of scraped up the top of the ground a little bit, but that's not too bad. So yeah, that's, like I said, that's pretty good pile of logs there. Pretty good pile of logs. They look good when they're wet like that. When the water's starting to run out of them, I think they look really good. Really good. So we'll go over here and pick the bucket up, and we're gonna head out and load the machine up. Work lights are the greatest thing in the world. I love like doing things like this, piling logs, or I've drug logs at night, and I love it. When we had that 548G series, it had some work lights on it, and I added more because I was always used to, and I still do at times, but I used to really push myself before I really did a lot of cutting, all I did was drag logs. I pushed myself to see how many logs I could drag in a day, and I was always pushing myself, and I still do to extents. I can tell, you know, me and Dad, we push each other, and we won't say anything, but we do. We push each other a lot to work harder and work faster, and it's just something we do. But I love getting to come out here at night and kick on these lights, sit in the cab of this machine, all digital controls. Of course, I got the backup camera on right now, but it's part of what makes logging fun when you've got good equipment to log with. But in turn, like for us to have good equipment, it's a lot of work, man. We work at it all the time. Like, we work all the time, and I'm fine with that. I love to work. I enjoy working. I enjoy making my clients happy, you know, doing what I tell them I'm going to do, and then being surprised when I do a little more than I tell them I'm going to do. It's just part of what makes work fun. But definitely having nice equipment makes work fun too. I do. I love getting to come out here at night. There's a lot of times I consciously look for things to do for work, just so I can stay busy. I like getting to work. When you enjoy it, we'll set this bucket down. We're doing a little one-hander here, so bear with me. Yeah, when you enjoy working, I mean, it's work, but it's not work, I guess. I don't know. But we're going to go down here and we're going to get this brush grapple and bring it up here. That way, I might even come down here tomorrow evening and grab this skid steer and the attachments. I plan on doing it Sunday, but I might just do this tomorrow evening because, like I said, I've got a full day looking at timber tomorrow. But we're going to load the skidder up real quick, get on our way. We're going to take it to Brandon's shop tonight, so that's going to be our Sunday projects. Like I said, we had an oil leak come up, and we'll go more into that Sunday when we make a video Sunday in the shop. Easy does it. Because I absolutely hate leaks. I do. And when I have oil leaks, it scares me. Like, it scares me. And luckily, it was nothing. It's nothing major like a main. I thought I had a front main still going out, and it's not, luckily. But like I said, we'll touch on that in Sunday's video, but we're going to get off here. Guys, thanks so much for following along, hanging out with us. Be sure to subscribe to all of our channels on Turner Logging on YouTube, Turner Logging on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure to download that Timber Tracker app for all awesome things forestry and forestry tools. And check us out at Logger Threads at loggerthreads.com for all that apparel. Got some new stuff that's getting ready to drop. Got one called the Fuel that's getting ready to come out. I think everybody will really like it. I'm pretty proud of it. We've also got a new one in the works. Hopefully be out here in about a month or so, called the Tree Killer. So look for that as well on the apparel line. Guys, we're gonna there we go. I'm tedious about some things. We're gonna get off here, get loaded up so we can get on home. I'm gonna stop the old truck stop at Stratford and eat some dinner. I didn't eat no breakfast or lunch. All I've had is frog fuel and water today, so I'm hungry. Guys, thanks a lot. I appreciate it so much. It means the world. We will see you tomorrow.